Press aide calls Friday. Coincidentally, 3 days or 4 days, depending upon how you look at it, after a Republican, Scott Brown, cleaned a Democrat's clock here in Massachusetts. And his press aide said, "I'd like to have Richie on the air." I laughed. I mean, I laughed. I said, "You're kidding, right?" He wasn't kidding. Congressman Neal is running so scared and so desperate right now that he wants to come on this show. Now, his aide cited that I had his opponents on, and specifically the aide mentioned Tom Wesley of Hopedale. We've had Tom on, and we've had Dr. Jay Flightman of Northampton on. But I think he's more concerned about Wesley than he is about Flightman. Anyway, he's that desperate. See, I'll tell you, best thing that happened was that election last week, because it took people like Neal, who've been sitting there and taking the voters for granted and just figuring he's going to get reelected every 2 years, and it gave them some religion. Now, as I continued to laugh about this and continued to remind the press aide of the history that Richie and I have, he said, "Well, you got to have him on because of equal time." I laughed again. I said, "Of course I'll have him on for equal time." "Well, yeah, but you got to give him the break that you gave Wesley." "No, I don't. Absolutely not. If Richie Neal wants to come on this show, Richie, there's a lot of questions you're going to have to answer. And you know what, Richie? In all honesty, it's not going to be about the bad blood there may be between the two of us. It's going to be about the Democratic Congress, and it's going to be about your failed policies. That's what it's going to be about. So you're welcome to come on anytime." I told his aide on Friday, and then we got disconnected. And I called the aide back and said, "Look, I left him a message. I didn't hang up on you. We played phone tag for a little while, but then it was later in the day Friday. I was in no mood." But that will show you how desperate they are and how powerful the ramifications of that election on Tuesday are. Whether you agree or disagree with the outcome, whether you were on the winning or the losing side, you must respect what happened. You must respect it. And if a guy like Richie Neal is all of a sudden nervous and he wants to come on this show, wow. So Congressman Richie, let's watch it, folks. Let's see if he actually does agree to come on. I mean, because I said he's welcome to come on. But the argument from his press aide is, well, he has to have a free ride because you gave Tom Wesley a free ride. Well, Tom Wesley's a new guy, doesn't have much of a history, isn't known to the voters. Richie, you've been in office for a long time. You got a long history. We've got a lot of questions. And you're there right now in Congress right now. Anyway, it was funny. What goes around comes around. But to see that, remember it, folks. You have the power. You have it. Whether you agreed or disagreed with the outcome of that election, it shows that the people in this country, really still ultimately have the power because they have the vote.